It could just be me. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think the people who are in the Pokemon TCG collecting hobby are getting dumber. And Pokemon Company knows it. Welcome back to View Rule. I'm doing that giveaway. 6,000 subscribers. I'm giving away this 3-pack blister along with some other stuff. But that Evolving Skies 3-pack blister is the big one. Hit the link in the description below so you know where to go so you can enter to win. Leave a like and a comment on that particular video. But be a part of the channel. Leave a like and a comment on today's video along with subscribing to the channel down below. Let's jump into what I'm talking about here with the fact that Pokemon Company is just really leaning into taking advantage of the blindness that people have when it comes to the love of this hobby of Pokemon collecting. Let's dive in. So you might have seen this yesterday. You may have seen the Worlds 2025 Pikachu promo become available on Pokemon Center. All you got to do is add a little bit to your cart. If you want to get free shipping and you have that in your area, you might want to hit that threshold, get the free shipping. It's not just cards, because there are none. It's other products, so like deck boxes and sleeves and things, so you can do that. And then add just this little bit here, Worlds Card 25 US as the promo code. And the way you do it is there's a little link that says Enjoy Pokemon there. Very discreet, very sneaky to make it so it's not easy to add that in. So you click the Enjoy Pokemon, it gives a little pop-up, enter your Worlds Card 25 US code, and then boom, it's added to your cart as a free promo. At least it's added while supplies last, or September 30th, whatever comes first. They sold out in about 2 hours. So if you're in the group that didn't even see this coming, like me, then you didn't get it, and I didn't get it. That's okay. That's okay. But man, while supplies last, it's pretty generous for them to even say while supplies last and then have a stretched out date of almost 2 months, 2 full months, August and September. Yikes. Or what Pokemon could do is really have an endless supply of these. 1, driving down the secondary market, and 2, forcing suckers like you and me to be buying deck boxes and sleeves we don't even want just to get the free promo. That's a genius move. But they're not. They'd rather their site get bogged down, nearly crash, have a queue system, create frenzy and panic, because that urgency means whatever happens next, you have to react that way every single time. They would rather have you in their pocket as a sucker holding on to every release they do, rather than serve the market effectively and even take you for a ride, financially speaking. So they have 2 options there, and to be honest, they win either way, which is genius. It's genius level stuff. But man, it makes me feel dumb that I would want this, which makes me feel like I really don't want this because it's a big turnoff now. The fact of the matter is, these come in 2 variations. I didn't even address that. This is going to be the free one you can get, and then if you go and you actually play the game, if you play the game, you can win for participating, and also there are prize cards, but you can get the league version. Got the league stamp on there. The winner would have a winner stamp on it. Those are already the event hasn't happened yet. Let's note the event has not happened yet, and it will not happen for another week. However, shops are not stupid. They can make a bundle on this, so it's probably them. It's probably employees of these shops who are taking these participation and winner cards and setting them up on eBay here for a measly $250. Or best offer, you might be able to get it for $235, $240. These are already available in ridiculous amounts and in quite a few quantities. I'm surprised to see how many are going, dude, $335? Just look around. You're not even in the ballpark. And that's the problem. These early listings, they're just all over the place. But the going rate already seems to be in the $250 range. Pretty ridiculous. For the non-league version, the free one you can get with any purchase on Pokemon Center, which you can't get because it's sold out, because they want the hype rather than actually satisfying the market effectively. Pokemon Company has these out for free, and people are already setting them off for $20, $25. If you want to go ahead and go that route and get the promo. Wow. First of all, how do you have it in hand? It just released. That's one question. Secondly, because it leads to that. It's got to be a shop owner, right? That has these or something, and they're just dishing them out this way instead of handing them out and making an extra buck on the side in the background of their business, and not being the morally good person with their own business, and honoring the hobby and what it's supposed to be about with the gameplay and all that. So I could speculate all day, and that's really all it is. It's pure speculation. So let's be realistic. I am just off the cuff giving my opinion, which is what this channel is about anyways. So you don't have to like it, you don't even have to believe in it, and you don't have to follow it if you don't want. But I think there's a growing sentiment feeling the same way or very similar to how I am in my reaction to these. Let's step aside from this World's promo here. Let's step aside from that and go to the Japanese McDonald's promo. All right, let's jump into that one. That's another big one that's coming up for a measly 3 days. August 9th, 10th, and 11th. Customers can get a new Pikachu promo from the different McDonald's Happy Meals in Japan exclusively. And it's been a long time since they've done this, about a decade, right? But here's what I want you to notice. You, as a consumer of a Happy Meal in Japan, would receive the Pikachu promo and one of 5 other promo cards. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley, Ralts, Riolu. All right. Those are going to be the more rare ones, but the Pikachu one is already off the hook. Everybody's wanting it like crazy. It's its own artwork. It's unique, so I get it. But the other ones are going to be reprints with that McDonald's stamp. So it doesn't make them that much more special, but the full collection would be cool to have. And these are already out there for, pretty expensive, being free in a Happy Meal, right? And we've seen this before. Now, because it's Pikachu, because it's exclusive to Japan only, and it's not going to be as widespread, I really believe that this will hold this price and then probably go up over time. I don't think it'll come crashing down. It's only out for a few days. I don't think it's going to come crashing down. So in the $20 range, seems excessive to me, considering there's going to be an annoying abundance of this. Look, 10 sealed packs. So what you should receive is the Pikachu promo and another card. So here you'd have 10 of those Pikachu promos and then other cards if you were to open them. So the Pikachu one's going to be the most abundant of the entire series. And I really do believe that it's going to end up having a decent value over the long term because it's a unique artwork. It's not a reprint, and that McDonald's stamp just making it a little bit more exclusive, a little bit different. There are actually a lot of these exclusive cards coming out lately, and if you look around for them, they're not widespread. They're not heavy announcements. It's not a big to-do. I mean, if you're deep into it like I am, okay, you might be more aware of it, and that's fine, but they're not pushing it out there that much, and then it just, everybody loses their mind the second they catch wind of it. I'm getting a little annoyed. It's fine that the hobby will ebb and flow. It'll have this crazy hype, and then things will cool down. I don't see 2025 as cooling down at all. Summer typically does. It has in some areas, but it really hasn't across the board as a hobby. The fact of the matter is you can't get product for MSRP. You can't get product for under MSRP by any means, and you can rarely find it in store, on a shelf, in a kiosk, whatever it is. And Pokemon Company, I know they're trying to put it out there. They keep telling us they're printing more and they're doing this for you, and they're lucky that so many of us are loyal. They really are. Because I've seen it. Not me, but I've seen it. A lot of people are just like, I'm out. I'm done. I can't deal with this anymore. It's not worth the effort. It's not worth the fight. It's not worth the anger of missing out. And it's not just a FOMO, fear of missing out mentality. It's I'm fed up with being a part of a hobby that can't even be fun anymore. It's just, you got to get in line super early. You need to punch people in the face to find the product. Like, who wants to be a part of that? I don't want to be a part of that. Because of those fights breaking out in stores, I just wrote it off. I was like, okay, stores are off limits to me. Not because I thought I'd be in an interaction where I'd get in a fight. And definitely not because I thought I'd do anything. I wouldn't. That's not me. However, I didn't want to be involved with it or even cater to that. Being an additional person in the line just revs somebody up that much more. And I know me being one less person is going to make a huge difference, but perhaps there are a few dozen people who aren't going to go wait in line at that GameStop or that Target with the same mentality I have, and therefore showing that there's not as much hype. Maybe displaying to these potential scalpers that it's not as good as you think. And it can start to snowball in a better direction, helping the hobby. So, doing a little part, I don't know. I'm just rambling. Maybe I'm being annoyed. Maybe it was a tough work week and I'm sick of it. And I needed to vent a little bit, and you got to listen to it. Lucky you. My gosh, I'm sorry. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do post 7 days a week, and with that, I'll see you tomorrow if you'll have me. Peace.